about 9:07, and this is the March 7th, 2024 DRC meeting. We are opening the meeting. I wish we were adjourning.
Already adjourned, okay.
Okay, we have the minutes from the last DRC, June 15th, 2023. If anyone even recalls the meeting, if you have any changes, if not, can I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Minutes approved, and we are on to new business. Albert,
Hey, well, can we get the PowerPoint? Thank you, sir. Morning, members. I'll just have a couple slides here, just so you know where we're at with this project. But basically, last year, the Board of County Commissioners, they amended the existing JPA that we have with the City of Sun Park. The original JPA that created the Camino Real Regional Utility Authority, which is, the CROA ETZ. So this amendment in part, abolishes the ETZ and basically gives back land use authority to the county. And this is, within their CROA service area. And then on January 23rd of this year, Sun Park, they made changes to that agreement that had to come back to our board, which they did sign off on. And then those changes were approved by the BOCC on I believe that's February of 2024. And now, they've been sent off to the Department of Finance and Administration for final approval. So this amendment includes, the former Camino Real ETZ, the CROA ETZ, for the unincorporated areas of the county to be regulated by the, by the UDC. We're adopting a section that's called the new urbanism district regulations to be applied in the CROA areas as well. And we're including those under an appendix. And it's going to be Appendix DD, which is going to be called the new urbanism district regulations. Most of you are familiar with the, with the Alta Mesa project that's going on down there, that subdivision. And that's basically what that is, that all that area got created to, through this new urbanism district. And we're basically saying, we're gonna respect that. We know they've been working on it. And instead of modifying the entire UDC code, we're basically just creating a new section specifically just for that district. The other one is basically, creating or adopting the CROA zoning map as Article 9 under the official zoning map of Doña County. So, we have to go back in there and give new, or basically change the zoning that's right now to comply with what's in the UDC. And then just here's a list of the meetings that we had so far. We did have a couple of public input sessions down in CROA or down in Sun Park. We had those in early February. We had 2 of those back to back, and we've had we've had one P&Z meeting, and then we have another one coming up next week on March 14th. And then the idea is to have all this go before the Board of County Commissioners on April 9th with the recommendation from the DRC and the P&Z. So just some of the input that was received. We did have 14 people show up on February 6th. We're, to this day, we're still fielding phone calls, people who still have questions on this. But, some of the comments that were raised, they wanted to know, what the difference was between, their existing zoning and what was being proposed under the UDC. They had questions about water and wastewater conditions. One resident did not want modular manufactured homes in the D1L district. Another person liked the T2 designation on their property because it was farmland. They had questions about future transportation routes. Developers like Dan Brown were there present, and he stated how he favored the PUD one because it allowed him some flexibility, and how he wanted a mixed use zone applied to his development. And then on February 7th, pretty much some of the same comments were also addressed. Marty Pillar was there to kind of, look over what was being proposed under his area. But, like I stated before, we're basically taking, that old, that adopted plan and basically adding it as an appendix to the Unified Development Code. So this is the proposed zoning map that we have for CRUA. So this is reflecting the UDC zoning designations. And here I'm basically zooming in. The industrial park, it's pretty much, going to remain industrial. We're not touching state or federal land at all. This is that new urbanism district down here. And these are going to be the residential areas in CRUA right now. And then this is just a little bit closer to the southern border. That's the port of entry. Still, most of it's going to be industrial land use. There's some commercial land use there. And then we're still, keeping state land as state land. That's just a list of the existing zoning districts that are there under Chapter 250. And then the proposed zoning districts as well. Part of the new urbanism district that's being included on as part of the appendix, it's basically, this plan that was approved back in 2005. So this is going to be the site of, that Alta Mesa project right here. As you can see, they already have areas that are delineated for residential and for mixed-use commercial as well. And that's just some of the definitions of their land use, the zones that they have in there. And just to go back and be clear, under our zoning map, we're not touching that area. We're just leaving it as it is right now. But our staff today, we're requesting that the DRC make a recommendation to the PNZ, and this is in order to adopt the UDC. This is to adopt the official zoning map along with the Village 1 master plan, and that the county approved in 2005 as amended for the unincorporated area of the CRUA service area. So that's why we're here today. And just for the record, Mr. Herrera has joined us. And Robert, just to recap real quick, today here, just a little brief history. The board, they amended the existing JPA that we have with the City of Sunland Park, which created CRUA. And basically, now that they've gone through those amendments, we're basically taking zoning back from the CRUA ETZ area, and also anything in regards to land use. So zoning and subdivisions are coming back to the county jurisdiction. We've already had a couple meetings and a lot of public input out there. But here we can kind of see the outline of that CRUA ETZ area. Everything here in gray, that's the City of Sunland Park, so it's outside the City of Sunland Park. But before, CRUA still had jurisdiction over zoning and subdivisions out here. What we're doing now is we're basically taking it back. We're applying UDC standards out there, and this is just the proposed zoning map that we have right now. And like I said, today, we're just asking for a recommendation from this commission to the P and Z, which will eventually give a recommendation to the Board of County Commissioners. And hopefully, we can have it on the agenda on April 9th. And that's it for staff, so we stand for questions.
Does anyone have any questions?
No, I apologize for being late. But thank you,
Okay.
Albert, for the synopsis.
Okay, so if there are no questions, does anyone want to make a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, motion passes. We will be recommending approval to the P and Z on implementing the UDC in the Kura area. Next item is staff input. Is there anything else you want to comment on?
No more comments, but thank you all for showing up today. Thanks.
All right, there are no members of the public present, so we will move on to item 6, adjournment, and it is 9:18. All right, thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.